Good evening to everyone out there in cyberspace. I'm Gothicus Maximus, coming to you from my parents' basement. Do I live here? No. As it happens, everyone else in the house is sleeping, and I have come down here so as to avoid disturbing them with my loud, nasally voice as I proceed to talk to myself in this video. Do you believe me? Probably not, but I accept that. For one who wears a cape almost everywhere, almost all the time, has to accept that on occasion people will think negative things about him. Regardless, whether or not you believe that I have a life beyond these four walls of my parents' basement or those of my parents' living room where I watch television is not the reason for which I've created this special video edition of my weblog or glorified virtual diary, OMG A BAT, which can be reached at the URL I'll probably include in that little YouTube descriptor thing. No, the reason for which I've created this video blog is to discuss with you an issue that has become of concern to me during my travels throughout New York City, where I am employed, yes, employed, and attend school when I'm not in my parents' basement talking to myself or doing something comparably pathetic. Which issue would this be, you wonder? The issue is beggars. I'm not complaining that sometimes people choose to establish an income by begging other people for money. I do, however, object to the sad reality that such people often have no idea as to how to market themselves. Market themselves, you may ask. At first, the notion of a beggar marketing himself may seem strange to you. However, begging is, in fact, a business. If I see a beggar on the street asking me to devote my hard-earned pocket change to his cause, he is competing with every other beggar who might have the same goal. Why would I favor one such individual over another? Well, I will tell you that I personally tend to favor beggars who do not allow themselves to fall into the trap of creating a jingle. What do I mean by jingle? Well, oftentimes, one such person will repeat the same phrase in the same intonation ad nauseum, that is to say, over and over and over again. It might sound like this. Ladies and gentlemen, please help the homeless. Ladies and gentlemen, please help the homeless. Ladies and gentlemen, please help the homeless. Or it might sound like this. Could you spare some change? Could you help me out, please? Could you spare some change? Could you help me out, please? Could you spare some change? Could you help me out, please? If I'm approaching from one side of the sidewalk toward a beggar on the other side of the sidewalk, and by the time I've reached him, I've heard him say the same phrase in the exact same intonation 5 times, by the time I reach him, I hate him. Variety, my friends, is key. This pertains specifically to those beggars who choose to earn the money that is given to them by performing. Yes, I'm addressing you, C-Train Lean On Me guy. I've heard you sing Lean On Me 3 times, and I'm getting a little bit sick of it. If you want me to give you money more than once, which I already did, you're going to have to sing a different song. There are plenty of safe songs you could sing. All My Life is a safe one. The Longest Time is a safe one. Bela Lugosi's Dead is a surefire hit with my people. Outside of variety, maintaining an image is also important. When one is in business, one has to make certain sacrifices. For instance, when I go for a job interview, as much as I may want to, I don't wear my cape. For that reason, say, if you want to reach the demographic of mothers of college students and elicit money from mothers of college students, you do not want those mothers to even suspect. You want to ease all doubt in their mind that you will use that money to buy drugs that you will share with their children at raves, and then subsequently go back to their children's dorm with them while they're under the influence of psychotropic substances and proceed to take advantage of them. Yes, Astor Place guy, you know who you are. Following these simple tips should help any beggar improve his, well, succeed over his peers, as it is. Hopefully, these tips will make their way to that community so that I no longer have to feel like an asshole for withholding my money, and so that these people no longer have to be made fun of by a caged loser who's never known true hardship in his life as he talks to himself in his parents' basement. Until next time, I'm Gothicus Maximus. Thanks for listening to me. Farewell.